morning, and it's so-so weather today. So-so as in bit of raining, bit of sunshine. It was lovely this morning, like earlier this morning, and now it's I think when I've been looking at these angles, you can see out that window there, so you can probably see the grey clouds. I'm not sure if you can, but anyway, job I've got today could take all day. Not too sure at the minute, but I will be able to film it. So today I thought I'd just talk about how I deal with my receipts and billing and things. So when I first started, I did everything in Word and spreadsheets, and it didn't really, well, it worked, but it was, extra work. So I sort of hunted around for a solution, and came across, for what I wanted something that could deal with receipts, because I'm terrible. As soon as I get a receipt, I wanted something that can get it up in some sort of accounting system. Anyway, for that I found a software called Expensify. Now this software is designed for your average sort of business person going away for a night, hotel, lunches, this, that and the other. But it's got a great feature where you can just take a photo of the receipt. Now what it does is it tries to sort of, it gets the shop or wherever it is, hotel, whatever it is on top, and then it categorises itself. It sees fuel, it will put it down as fuel. It's not always perfect, but you never get a perfect, well, you don't always get a perfect print of a receipt, so you do have to sort of manually do it, but it saves having a wallet full of receipts. And anyway, so I use that, and on a monthly basis I'll get a receipt, standard receipt, and just take a photo on my phone with Expensify, and then forget about it. Then once a month, at the end of the month, you can see, you can create reports. So basically, again, this report is designed to go off to a boss or something, accounts, to send off. But what I do is I copy myself into the email as the boss, and I get the report. So tally up all the receipts, check them as you're going through, because it takes a photo of the receipt. You can basically check, like, to see whether the receipt's right, so you can, you're not losing anything. Then you basically make a report, send an email to yourself. So on that report you get categorised at the top your totals of, say, fuel. You can edit the categories, so you can have fuel, tools, sundries, lunch, or anything like that. So you can pretty much have what you want. And it learns as well. I've noticed that. So if I've categorised something as tools, and it's from a certain merchant, it's quite clever. It remembers that merchant name and categorises it as tools again. So I do a monthly report, send a copy to my accountant, and then so she's got a copy, I've got a copy, and there's also Expensify have an online copy. I think it's probably for as long as you pay monthly, so it's a monthly fee. I think it's around about £4 that I pay for that, and that kind of deals with my receipts. The reason why I didn't go for one of these sort of all-in-one things is because most of them don't work offline. So if I'm in the sticks somewhere and I'm trying to work something out, like if I just have 5 minutes and I'll take some photos of my receipts, the ones that I've tried just don't work offline. They just sort of say sorry offline. Please try again later. So you can't take a photo of your receipt, then you forget it, and then it's not the reason why I have it. That's what I use for my receipts. It's Expensify, and I use what else do I use? I've had a mind blank now. There's a second one I use. It's Invoice Simple for invoicing. And again, it is what it is. It's a simple invoicing tool that invoices your clients. Now this is it's okay, but it doesn't link with my bank, so it'd be great if it did, and it could just basically say when things are paid, so I have to sort of manually go through. I usually do it weekly, go through my bank and just check when I've been paid. So Invoice Simple is, again, it's a cheap app. It does invoicing. You can do estimates as well. I don't tend to get too many estimates, just through the nature of my job. It's hard to estimate something when you've got a lot of jobs in hand. Could be 10, it could be 8 to 10 different jobs, and they are different jobs. One could be electrical fitment of something, one could be fitting a lock, and then the other one could be fitting taps. So you've got 3 totally different jobs, and yes, okay, I can sort of do an estimate of how long it'll take, but my jobs are so varied that it is hard to estimate. So I usually just give an hourly rate and say it'll probably take a day, or a half a day, or something like that. Try and just give an average. So Invoice Simple works for me because it's very easy. It's not overly, there's not a lot of features. There's not loads of features in there that complicates things. So it is what it is. It's a simple invoicing app, and that's what it does. And then on top of that, it emails the client as well. So if you've got an email for your client, you can do it there and then. I've done it where I've sort of sat talking to them and said, right, I'll invoice you, what's your email? Put the email in as they're telling me, and then they've got the receipt within, they've got the invoice within minutes of me creating it. So it's good that way. I haven't really looked into other apps. I've had a quick glance, but them two seem to work for me. The only thing I would like is if it would link up with the bank. I think there is a feature in there where you can, but I haven't tried it. So apps that I use, and then the accountant does the rest. Now I run a limited company, so I try to make it as simple as I can for my accountant, and I think by doing, I think the receipts one saves a lot of legwork. So Expensify does save a lot of work for the accountants, and yeah, so yeah, they're the two apps I use. By all means, go and try them. I'll leave a link below to them, and see what you think. If anyone wants any more in-depth reviews of it, I could maybe create a screen capture on it. Again, I'm the only one that watches these videos at the minute, so I don't think I'll be getting many comments, but it's there as historical records of me doing my thing. And yeah, so anyway guys, I'm going to go and do this job. Like I say, I don't think I can film any of it, so this is just me talking in the van. Nice easy one to edit for me, I suppose. And yes, so